So I ordered a camera lens kit for my Galaxy Note 3 from Amazon. This was $57. It's an Amazon Prime product. Hang on a minute while I see if I can cut this tape. And we're going to open the box up and see what's inside the box. Lay my knife down over there. Alright, so let's see what's inside here. So it's basically a kit. What it includes is a case for the phone, and the case for the phone allows you to screw in a telephoto lens. There's a total of 4 lenses. One's a telephoto, one is a wide angle, and I think there's a fisheye, and I'm not sure what else. So anyway, you can kind of see how that works right there. So we have a telephoto lens, cleaning cloth, universal holder, mini tripod, protective case, bag. And I think one of them's a macro lens, I believe. So anyway, I'll open this thing up and then I'm going to experiment with it a little bit. So I opened the box up, and so there's also a miniature tripod with it. This is part of the tripod, and this is the telephoto lens right there. And so moving that part out of the way, we have the, let's see, what do we have here? We have that part, not exactly, I think that's one of the lenses. This is another one of the lenses. And then you got, this is actually I think that's actually a part of the that's actually a tripod mount for the phone, so you can put it on this miniature tripod that it came with, or you could, you can also, that's a standard tripod thread, so you could put that on a regular tripod. And then you have the bag, and finally here is the back that snaps on the back of the phone. And the phone that I have, of course, is a Galaxy Note 3. Okay, so that is through, I grabbed one of the lenses, and I think that's the wide angle version of the lens. Now, of course, I have this set up in, the phone is set up so that it auto stabilizes, and so it ends up zooming in a bit on the image. So if I were to turn the auto stabilization off, it would be zoomed out just a bit farther than it is. Okay, and so this is the fisheye lens. Now, of course, I have the the auto stabilization feature switched on. And so it did zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to stop this and turn off the auto stabilization feature so that you can see the difference. Okay, now you can see the difference. The video stabilization feature is turned off, and so you can see that you get more of the fisheye type lens effect right there. And that's a more of a normal fisheye lens where it kind of you get a super wide angle view to the point where it sort of makes it, the edges of the image sort of end up looking rounded. And that's sort of the fisheye lens effect. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit jittery. I've got the 12x telephoto lens screwed into the case. And I've got this thing kind of balanced on my knee. I don't have it in the tripod. And so you can see that this is from exactly the same position that I was earlier. I haven't moved for any of these shots. Still sitting in the same chair in the same position. And you can kind of see the difference there. But I must say, with the telephoto lens, it's, you'd really need, in order to hold it really steady, I'd either really have to be braced up against something, or I would have to be using the tripod. So what we're looking at is a series of macro shots. I was able to take a picture of my thumb and then another little close-up. Now what we're looking at right there is the camera itself with no lens, and then that's with the 12x telephoto lens screwed in. Same way with that, that's with no lens on the camera at all, and that's with the 12x telephoto, and again with the 12x telephoto. So I will end up experimenting with this, and I might include a few photos. I've just briefly experimented with it so far, and the problem with a fixed zoom is that you kind of have to be in a place where you can move around in order to really utilize, you know, like a telephoto lens. It's not a zoom, it's telephoto. So it's just strictly a 12x telephoto. So I'll experiment with it for $57. You know, it's sort of a casual little thing to play with the phone. It's more fun, generally speaking. It's pretty fun to try to take something lesser like this, you know, like the camera that's built into a telephone, and see what I can make it do versus you know, like a higher powered DSLR. It's more interesting to see what if you can kind of push something that, you know, beyond its limits versus something that was designed with really good lenses to start with. So plan on kind of having fun with this. So anyway, that was the little telephoto lens kit that I bought from Amazon.com for my Galaxy Note 3 for $57.